I'm hanging up and going to Zillow.
Okay, sounds good. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome into the stream. We're live here. We got ourselves a supercell storm that's going up. There's Ryan. We got ourselves a supercell storm here just east of Columbia. Just east of Columbia, Missouri here. Hang on, just got to make sure my stream's actually working. I think it's working. Hello? Chat, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me, chat? Well, we got ourselves a supercell storm that's going up here just east of Columbia. I really like the way this thing is looking on radar here. It's got a pretty nice presentation over the last couple of minutes. Visually speaking, it's been getting lower to the ground. We got a nice base on it. Tons of scud getting ingested into this thing. And it's got quite a nice look. If I go ahead and pull you guys over just real quick over to the radar here, you can see this is our supercell storm. There's chat. Welcome everybody. Hey, everybody. Yes, great to see you guys all in here. Linda, thank you for the 13 months of membership. I already got 400 people in here. You guys are insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy how quick you guys funnel in here. But anyway, here's our supercell. Look at that nice bean shape to it. It's got a very nice appendage. That's a favorable look there for a tornadic supercell. If we look at velocities, you can see there is actually a couplet trying to get going here by Millersburg. This is a classic mini supercell here that we have going just east of Columbia, Missouri. It looks like for some reason my service is kind of going in and out here, so I got to double check and make sure I got you guys on the right thing here. I do not. I need to.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is already gone, but how are you all doing today? We're already pulling it on over to the Charlie Bordeaux show, but maybe not. It looks like he is back.
Let's try this again. I got you guys on the ISP now, so we should be good now for service. I had you guys on just pure Starlink, so that was the problem, but we should be good to go now. But yes, welcome to everybody. Welcome into the stream. We're just east of Columbia, Missouri here. We got ourselves a big-time supercell getting going here. Again, I'll flip you guys back around so you can see what the base of the storm is looking like. Really nice base, tons of scud getting ingested into this thing. This is one of those 3 Cape spinners, one of those mini supercells associated with the surface low in central Missouri. And we got that 5% tornado risk that was issued. Oh my gosh, how much traffic is on the side? Oh my gosh, guys. I'm just gonna move. This is insane. There's so many people pulling in here, so at this point I think it's probably best to just probably move. I don't even know if I'll be able to get out of here. Gee, many. A lot of people out here, guys. I guess it makes sense. It's 4:50 p.m. here, so it's probably that time of day. I'm gonna go ahead and just reposition now that we have a little break in the traffic. Wow, a lot of people out here today. Let's see, Stimpy, thank you for the 31 months of membership. Let's go, Stimpy. Let's go, Rain, with the month of membership. Yes, appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Again, we got this supercell thunderstorm that we're tracking just east of Columbia, Missouri here. We're just off I-70. West of St. Louis, Missouri, where we have a tornado watch that was issued not too long ago, and we also have a 5% tornado risk here. This has been an increasing tornado threat throughout the day. Was monitoring the tornado risk yesterday. We thought there was some sneaky tornado potential down here, and got up this morning and ultimately decided to take a gamble and head down here to Missouri to see if we can get some tornadoes, and then everything has uptrended ever since. So it ended up being a good move to head on down here to the Columbia, Missouri area. This supercell in particular is looking pretty good. It's a pretty favorable looking supercell storm here. I definitely dig the look. And let's see if we can get a view here. Our terrain's not going to be ideal. Also, unfortunately, I cannot roll my window down today, guys. That is one of the issues that we have here. I think it's Reed. I just passed Reed there. I know Reed was out in LA at the screening of the new movie they got coming out. I believe the Never Stop Chasing movie. I think I can just take this right here. Yeah. You just take this right here and stay right up underneath the base of this thing. Running solo today, guys, so it's a solo operation. I've got to man everything all by myself, so today is going to be a solo operation. It was a very last-second decision to come out here and chase. Corey, I give the 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, Corey. Yeah, we got a supercell storm here, guys. Again, this is pretty much over Millersburg. Over Millersburg, Missouri. That is where we're currently located here. We got this supercell. It's not tornado warned yet, but I would not be shocked if this thing ends up getting tornado warned here at some point. It's got quite a favorable look. Looking at radar and visually, like I said, it's got a very nice base on it. Lots of scud, looks very healthy. Should only be up from here. We're also keeping an eye on the storms to the south. There's another supercell trying to get going to our south that we're going to have to keep a very close eye on. If it looks like this one starts to sputter out, we'll probably shift gears to that southern one. But yeah, so again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in here. All right, we got some decent scud here. This might be a new wall cloud trying to get going on the east side. I wonder if this thing's trying to hand off. Either that or actually, no, I think that might just be like an inflow tail, actually. It's kind of hard to tell like what this thing's doing. I want to get a little bit further east so we can get a better view of the full structure of this thing. We also got Charlie back in the studio. He's going to be monitoring the operation back there. So if we do end up getting any tornadoes today, he'll be able to help with he'll be able to help with zeroing in on where those tornadoes are and helping keeping people warned in the path of any of those tornadoes. Oh my, little pothole. Road's a little bit washed out here. But if you guys have not already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe while you guys are all funneling in here. Feels good to get back out here and chase, though. Feels good to get back out on a chase. Was close to not chasing today, but ultimately I just missed chasing, so I decided to get on out here and give today a shot. We really got to watch that southern cell. That's got a pretty nice looking couplet on it right now. It might end up being the southern one, guys. This road definitely does not. Our network definitely does not go all that favorable here as we go east. There must be like a river or something that's following this valley. Yeah. Yes, great to see everybody tuning in. Great to see you guys as always. We got 2 supercell storms here. Honestly, not sure which one's going to end up being the one that we end up trying to follow here. I think I'm going to flip around right up here and just take a visual of what this cell looks like back behind us here. Again, it does not help that I cannot roll down my window. Otherwise, I'd be sticking you guys out the side window like a dog. All right, what do we have going on here? My service is horrible out here. Do you see anything? All right, so visually not...
Currently do not see anything.
Not seeing a whole lot.
At the moment. But the storm is trying to look better on radar. I haven't looked at it in the last scan, but previously it was starting to get some convergence.
Yeah, it looks healthy to me. We just got to give it a little bit of time. I'm also really watching that one to our south. That could end up being our play too. So we got two really healthy looking beans.
Are you talking about the one down by like to our southeast, down by Bree?
Correct.
Okay, I was actually before we stopped up there. I told my jet I like that cell better than this one.
Okay.
It actually had a decent mezzo on it, but then it kind of fell apart. At least the mezzo did, but it had a pretty good radar appearance. I'm sure it still does.
Okay, so visually, guys, I'm not seeing a lot of I'm not seeing a concentrated area of rotation here. I'm not seeing anything that looks imminent. Just a little bit ago, it had a nice look when we first got on it. I really dug the way it looked. We had a nice little coffee can wall cloud, and then we had, looked like a bit of an RFD cut potentially, but now everything is kind of loosened up on it for the time being, so it's probably cycling and maybe dealing with some of those cells to the south. That could end up hindering this storm. So we're gonna have to really decide if we want to go south and jump ship for that southern supercell or stay on this thing. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at our radar here. It's kind of tough to decide between the southern cell and this one right here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Up here's Reed. There he is.
How's it going?
It's going. My window doesn't roll down, so.
That's okay. I can knock it out for you.
Oh, that'd be pretty nice if you could.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. How you guys doing? You just got back from the screening, right?
Looks like we're on a stream.
Yes, you are.
How's it going? Yeah, we just got back. Flew in, saw that Nebraska tornado. Or I mean, supercell from Dominator Airlines.
Yeah, I saw that. You had a nice view of that thing from there.
Got a loose tie rod, I think, on this tire here.
What'd you say?
Yeah, the tire's getting worn out on the inside.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably need to get
the inside. It's baby smooth.
This one right here?
Yeah, is the inside of it smooth?
Yeah, you probably need to get those replaced here soon. Well, the good thing is the outside of your tire's still good though. So you still got like 75% of your tread.
You need to flip it around, right?
Yeah, this thing's not looking too hot right now. I'm thinking about maybe going
better?
south.
Yeah.
Maybe. That southern cell's looking nice.
How far south, right?
It's like 20
south?
miles to the south of there, yeah. It's not too
Okay.
far away, but
yeah, we were following you using your navigation. We got some data issues.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I was
You
losing
too?
Garrett. Yeah, the stream wasn't working when I first started, and then I couldn't get a hold of Garrett. He's out here chasing.
He's out here?
Yeah, Storm Runner's out, so.
Yeah, this thing will not load. Since I have 3 bars.
Yeah, let me look at mine real quick. I think I have internet here. I don't know, the southern one looks about the same as this right now. They look about the exact same. Did you see when you guys first got on it? It had a nice little coffee can wall cloud and everything. I thought maybe it was gonna go, and then now it's all just dissolved. So. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This may not be our storm here. It's not a very favorable look, unless maybe you get a new circulation develop to the east. So. Okay, well, we'll see you down the road, Reed.
Yep, never
Megan,
stop
good seeing you. Yes, never stop chasing.
Never stop chasing.
There it is, guys. You heard it here first. Everybody watch the Never Stop Chasing movie. Everybody watch the Never Stop Chasing movie here in I don't even know when it comes out. You guys probably know when it comes out. So. Sarah, I don't think I've gotten your package yet. Hopefully our service is working here. Chad, is the stream working okay? I keep seeing data issues when I look at the stream. Make sure focus is locked. Okay, it looks good. Yep. Never stop chasing, everybody. That's why we're out here. That is why we're here. We'll see we get a little bit further east, down towards Fulton, and then I'm not sure if this is going to be our storm of interest or if it's going to be the southern one. It could end up being that one back down toward, what is that called? New Bloomfield. It's working good? Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I thought the stream was just going in. Yeah, like right now it says it's going in and out. So I don't know what's going on here. But as long as it works on your end, that's all that matters. Stream is good? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think I got it. Sarah, I'm pretty sure my mom picked it up. I just haven't been over there. I just haven't been over there to actually collect the package. So, I'll have to collect those Storm Society bracelets here soon. Actually, over here, I like the way this eastern base is starting to look. Look at this. Hey, right over here, we might have a new area developing. Well, it looks like maybe we have a new base starting to form here to the east. I've got a new scud lowering just to the northwest of Fulton. Right over there, guys.
Copy that. Yeah, right now I'm just going down.
Hey, what's up, DJ? The 27 months of membership, thank you. Yes, thank you for the 27 months of membership. That is a very long time. I know Stimpy came in with, I believe, 31 months and 27. I mean, that's... Both of you guys are over 2 years. Okay, my mom just texted me to let me know that the package has been secured and is on the kitchen table. So there you go, Sarah. So I'll have to make a trip out there to go see my mother. I haven't seen my mom in a little bit, actually. It's not good. I need to head out there. Head out there and get a little bit of lunch and go see the dogs. Go see Nola and Nisus, Bro, and Bobby. Hey, what's up, Husky Mom? 35 months of membership. Holy smokes. Yeah, 31, 27, 35. That's just absurd. Yes. Let's go, Husky Mom. And Bradwood coming in with 2 months there. Stay safe, guys. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate you there, Bradwood. Yeah, the southern cell right now has got the... I don't know. It's pretty equal, I would say. It's pretty equal. Hard to say if you want to stay on the northern one, because the northern one, what it has going for it is the fact that that southern one may actually interact with your northern cell. Sometimes getting a little nudger can actually increase your tornado threat. So, I mean, I could see a storm interaction here from that southern cell where you end up getting a tornado that tries to develop up here by Fulton. Again, we do have that tornado watch in effect, guys. 5% tornado risk, tornado watch in effect here in between Columbia and St. Louis, Missouri. So really anywhere in between there, tornadoes are definitely possible. And honestly, I wouldn't even rule out a strong tornado today if you can get a favorable storm road and a sustained supercell. And those are two big ifs. So I don't think it's likely. But if you can get a sustained supercell to last all the way beyond 6 o'clock and interact with that low-level jet that kicks in later this evening, that's when I think your tornado threat would maximize. And even right now, you definitely do have a tornado threat here. And you got some pretty good motion in the base of this storm. I mean, now your sky's definitely moving pretty good here. Do not see any right to left though. It's all inflow. So your area of interest should still be to our right. Right about our 3 o'clock. Welcome to the Storm Society, Jana. Imagine they collect. They could merge. That could happen. That very well could happen. As you can tell, our chase terrain out here is not exactly optimal. This is not chasing the plains of Iowa or eastern Nebraska. This is very much Missouri. You got a lot of hills, a lot of trees. You don't have a nice gridded road network like you do in more of traditional Tornado Alley. But you definitely get a lot of tornadoes in Missouri. Missouri's been kind of a hot spot the last couple of years.
I'm on some random dirt road back here, but it turned into kind of a clearing. Not seeing anything quite impressive at the moment, but at least have a field that's not surrounded by a bunch of trees.
And we're back in the trees. You take the wins that you get. I'd say velocities probably look a little bit better on our storm here. I'm dropping down to this F road, and then not sure where am I gonna go from there. I might go a little bit south, maybe. Our storm is definitely taking a right turn. Yeah, it's getting close to Fulton. I mean, I definitely wouldn't say you have to be taking your tornado precautions.
Okay, I see where I'm at on the map. Okay, yeah, so we're not
in
far
Fulton,
from Fulton,
but
maybe I'm just trying to figure out if this is.
If you guys live in Fulton, I definitely would be keeping an eye on this storm here. All right, everything's starting to fog up, so. Not even sure I am. I just stop here. This might even be the best spot that we really get.
Dude, that's going to be a cell merger, or this is going to be, or the southern cell might become the new storm.
The southern storm, in my opinion, is way too big to be a cell merger. I think it's just going to end up being a sustained supercell. Where's your target? Right here, just east of Columbia. Just east of Columbia, Missouri. And I got some pretty good motion there. Actually, right here, Chad, right here. Okay, I've got actually some decent rising motion and rotation south of Road F. I'm looking southwest right now. This would be due west of Fulton. Keep an eye on that area right there, guys. We definitely have rotation in the cloud base right here. We're looking just west of Fulton. And there is an RFD cut. I do see a little RFD cut trying to punch in there. It's definitely not imminent, but we got to keep a close eye on that. And to the left, you got motion over here too. It's spinning good there. We might have to go south, potentially, on this little road here for an intercept if it actually tries to drop. These little mini spinnies, guys, it's kind of hard to tell when it's going to drop. They usually don't give you a lot of warning. They just kind of do what they want. More often than not, you don't get those really big carved out mesocyclones that you see on your bigger supercells. Everything is super compact and happens very quickly. Yeah, it's starting to translate now a little bit further to our south. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, it's very awkward to not have a a window to roll now.
Rotation right now, actually.
Yeah, nice little parking lot here. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the Storm Society. Yeah, your area of interest should be right here. I must say, I do like the way that southern storm is starting the trend. Yeah, now I'm not really seeing a whole lot going on here, so probably about time to head a little bit further east. We'll just get out ahead of the storm and give it a second to breathe. We have a south option, guys, that we could take if we want to drop down out ahead of this northern supercell here. A lot of traffic on F Road. This right here, you got some more sky developing. I'm on the leading edge. Anywhere underneath this base, I could see this thing trying to do a tornado. We just gotta wait and see where it starts to get a defined RFD cut. This is rotating right in front of us here.
To really go for that maybe lead cell unless we go to Jeff City and then
there he goes. Yeah, just past you there. There's a little bit of rotation in the cloud base here on the eastern side. It's hard to tell where this thing's trying to tighten up. What do you see heading back west?
Sky is going to meet up with you, but I was thinking that there's a north-south road that takes us down to 54 from right here.
Copy. Yeah, looking at velocities, our storm is definitely ramping up. I mean, its velocity couplet has definitely gotten more impressive over the last couple scans. So while it's definitely tempting to go after the southern one, right now I'd say ours looks better just looking at pure velocity. All right, we gotta find a spot we can pull off, guys. There's not a lot of places to pull off around here. It's definitely not the easiest place to chase. Need to find an area up here. It's like a parking lot. Hey, right up around this corner. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're approaching 3,000 people watching, so thank you everybody for watching the stream. If you guys have not already, be sure to drop a like, subscribe while you guys are all funneling in here. We're on the supercell storm that's east of Columbia, Missouri. East of Columbia, Missouri here. It's coming up toward the Fulton area here. It's approaching Fulton, Missouri. And here is a look at the base of our storm here. I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys out here for a second.
Yeah, it does appear that way.
Actually, I'm going to hit record on everything. I don't mind the way the storm's starting to trend up, guys.
In the trees, so I figured it was still back.
Right back over here, guys. Oh, yeah. Mid-level rotation right here. You see that? Here's your mezzo. This is spinning pretty nicely just to our west. Just on the west side of Fulton, guys. Got ourselves a supercell thunderstorm here. I would not be shocked if this thing ends up getting tornado warned at some point. Wow. Was there a funnel back there?
Did you catch that funnel for a second? I was at the soccer field down here. It's trying.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. So just up the road?
It was brief. It's right here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see the rotation. She's spinning. Yeah. You chasing?
Yeah, I've been chasing from Columbia now, so.
I gotcha. Yeah. I think she's going to try. Yeah, it's probably a smart move. I thought about going after the southern cell, then this started ramping up like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, she's a nice looking storm. I might go a little bit west, maybe. See what's up underneath there. Okay, well, guys, apparently there was a brief funnel back over here. I honestly don't doubt it. I mean, you've got a lot of rising motion on the left side here. Left side of your wall cloud. This is quite a look. They probably should tornado warn this thing. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and point the car. I want to point the cameras here so we're facing toward the area of interest. Watching right in here, you definitely got pretty decent mezzo trying to get going. Almost right on top of us. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could roll down my window here, but unfortunately that is not an option. Okay, good. Mike's recording. Everything's recording here. I may even just deploy the 360 camera while we're at it. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want to take a photo. What are you doing? Oh! Stop it. It's all fogged up now. Okay. Hopefully she's recording. Yep, she's recording 8K video. Sweet. Can't wait for DaVinci Resolve to have a meltdown when we try to edit this footage. Wow. Yeah, strong rotation, guys. Strong rotation in the mezzo here. This thing's spinning like a top right here. And you can see our RFD cut coming around the left side. This would be just to the southwest of Fulton, Missouri, guys. This is a supercell thunderstorm here that's starting to really get organized. And your mid-level rotation's really ramping up inside the mezzo. As soon as that tries to translate down toward the surface, that's when the tornado threat's going to ramp up. Yeah, there's our bean right here. We're right in the notch, guys. If we look at our velocities, you can see it doesn't look as impressive visually, believe it or not. Wow, your southern storm's now starting to look a lot better. Maybe about time to start working our way down there. Wow, look at that.
The velocity signature on the south one, it just looks,
Jeez.
maybe some of that's contaminated.
Yeah, I think it's majority contamination, but I think it's a mix of both. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna go a little bit east and get out ahead of this storm and get to that road that goes south for the southern cell, just in case we want to jump ship.
Road C.
Potentially. I don't know what it's called.
If it goes out of Fulton, like downtown Fulton, then yeah, it's C.
Yeah, Road C. Get a little bit east here, guys. Man, this thing actually really tried. This thing actually really tried to do a tornado there. It still could. I'm not going to say it's not. But visually, and then also looking at radar, it seems like for the time being, it may have downtrended a little bit. We may have to go for that southern one, guys. It's got a pretty impressive look. I really like the way that southern one's starting to look. We have a road that takes us right down to it. And I believe that actually may be the only way to even get on that thing, because once you get down south, I don't think there's... Yeah, I mean, you don't even have, like, roads, really, so... Jeez, it's not an ideal-looking situation there as far as roads, because you run into the Missouri River and then all of your roads just cease to exist. All right, I believe it's got us turning right here. Okay. Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to pop on in here to give you guys a quick radar breakdown of these two supercells that we are currently keeping an eye on here. We have this storm that Freddy's currently up on near Fulton. That is the current storm we are targeting. However, we're also watching this one. It just got a severe thunderstorm warning to the south approaching Chamois. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. That's going to be crossing Highway C and Highway D there to the northwest of Jefferson City. This severe thunderstorm warning does include a tornado possible tag. I can show you why here. If we go to our velocity mode and if I bring out our pen tool, we can draw out. There is a pretty good area of rotation on that storm. We have these greens moving toward the radar, a little bit of red in there as well, moving away from the radar. That is the storm's mesocyclone, the storm's rotating updraft. So when we see a signature like that, that is the initial sign that this is a supercell, this storm is rotating, and we may be starting to see an increasing tornado threat in the short term. Still going to have to give it time just to see exactly what it does. However, the initial signs are certainly promising for that southern storm.
Yeah, that's my thing is usually when I see a storm like this and you get another, or usually when you see another supercell in front of this one, like in front of another supercell, it usually means that the other one's going to take over. At least in my experience.
Yeah, and not to alarm you, but our roads cease to exist here shortly.
Cease to exist? How? Or by much, or?
Well, we have this thing called the Missouri River, and no roads go there.
Oh, jeez.
Shocked. So I suppose I'm just going to try to see if I can hit it on C, and then if I don't see anything, then I'll just take that 94 and take that up to wherever the next potential bridge crossing could be, and that seems to be a ways away.
Yeah, we'll try. We can try for Road C. Yeah, that's not very good. I honestly didn't even think about the road options until now, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the best looking storm. I really like the way it looks. It's just we don't have a bridge crossing, it looks, until we get over to Herman. So we could take that road that follows the river all the way up to Herman and then drop down. But it's going to be a little while before we're even able to potentially, maybe, catch back up to it. So we have this one shot on C Road, and then after C Road, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I mean, this is the storm, guys. This is definitely the storm that you want to be on right down here. So we just got to blast south, get down in the notch of it, see if we can sniff a tornado out real quick, and then we'll just go from there. That's all I can really do. We're not too far away from being down on it. Like I said, it was only like 20 miles to our south, so we just got to plow south here. It's not the greatest road, but it is a road. It's a paved road, so we'll take it. Roads are few and far between out here. Still got a crazy velo on it, albeit definitely contam. Hey, let's go, Strawberry Moth.
Definitely, it looks like it's
good to see you in here.
I mean, maybe because it's contaminated, that's why they didn't throw the severe warning out, or they didn't throw the tornado warning, but
yes, yeah, miss you guys too. Miss you guys too. I'm glad we're back streaming here. We got ourselves a nice little chase today for you guys down here in Missouri. So we'll see. You got an opportunity to see a tornado up here in the next couple minutes as this thing crosses Road C south of Fulton. See if we can make the best of it. And then after that, it's, well, we'll figure it out. Maybe Charlie can cook up something for us. Maybe he can create a bridge. Can locate a ferry to get us across the river.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. I'm going to draw in a bridge. Here we go. We're going to create a bridge right here, right now. Let me get the pen tool. There it is. That's how we're going to get on the storm. I just created a bridge out of thin air right there.
Thank you for the super chat there, Erica. Looks like that service is starting to sell again. Service is starting to sell, but how far south are you of Fulton?
A few miles.
Copy, yeah, I'm like 5 miles south. Whoa! River. You guys see that?
Speed limit just hit 55.
Copy that. Just FYI, PDS hydroplaning, once you get about 5 miles south of Fulton, we have like literal streams going across the road. So you definitely do not want to hit that going anything more than 55. Let's see, failure to clutch. Let's go. Let's name the super chat man. Love and Freddy's literally 20 miles north of me. Gonna be a good one. Well, if I'm 20 miles north of you, then that means I'm headed your way. Jeez, look at the flooding here. So yeah, heads up, you got yourself a severe supercell rolling into your area there. Failure to clutch. We're basically just headed straight toward you. Whoa, Cactus, let's go, man. There he is. There he is. Let's go, Cactus. Whoa, there you go. 150 gift of memberships, my man. Thank you, sir, Cactus, everybody. You guys know the drill. Spam the W's up in the chat for Cactus. It's the man, the myth, the legend. I appreciate you, man. Yes. Yes, look at all those new members coming in there. Tons of brand new members to the Storm Society. That's 150 people who just became Storm Society member. And there's 200. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy man, everybody. There he goes. Windy City Scuba. They give it 2 months of membership there. Yep, another milestone. I know it goes quick. It really does. It really does. Okay, we're getting close to this couplet, guys. We're getting close. We're not too far off. We just got to make it through the core of this storm. Might get some hail up here. Might run into a little bit of hail. And Scuba with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Scuba. Yes, appreciate you there.
Once we get down here, if we don't get to see the storm in time, we might just have to suck it up and play the storm that we just left.
Possibly. I see a way that we could potentially follow this thing east along Highway 94. Like, it'd be a long play, definitely, but long play, we could go east and then eventually drop south and maybe hit it again. And Randy coming in with some gifted memberships there with 20 gifted. Let's go, Randy.
Yeah, it looks like your guys is on their river over there in Herman, but according to radar, that storm's still an hour away from that.
Appreciate you, Randy. Yeah, the tough thing is it's also moving right, so it's you know, it's going to end up crossing the river. So, I mean, we could definitely hit it on 19 down the road. It's just we wouldn't really have anything to chase for like an hour plus. Super genius. Okay.
Yeah, that's the difficult part. Did you guys
Must be
read
pretty
the
smart
MD
there.
that just came out about 5 minutes ago?
At this point, tornadoes aren't forming from instability. They're forming out of pure FOMO. Hey, you're about to drive past them without saying hi. Stay safe out there, King. I appreciate you, bro.
I didn't know there was an MD that came out.
Thank you for the super chat. You may not be wrong.
Freddy.
May not be wrong. Sorry, what'd you say, Garrett?
No, I said no. I did not. Or I said no. Not those screens.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted you to know that we didn't hit it going like 70 or something. But I have not seen the MD yet. Hopefully it's good things. Sorry, I was reading off a super chat.
Well, the basis of the MD is just saying the threat for the watch still continues. Tornado or two remains possible, and the threat will increase as the storms move further east, closer to the Missouri-Illinois border, where the winds are more favorably backed along the boundary.
Okay, well, I mean, that sounds pretty positive. I still think, like, if we can get a storm to stay discreet past 6 o'clock, I think that's when the tornado threat actually really goes up.
Yeah, see, the thing I like about the storm you guys are on, I know your crossing options are done until you get that permit, but the thing I like about the one you guys are on now is it's getting some showers popping up in its inflow region, and I think that'll help with the occasional nudger to help with the lacking low-level shear for the time being.
See, real quick, Cubs fan, thank you for the 50 bomb. Good to see you again. How did Connor's surgery go? It went well. It seemed like it all went well, so yes, hopefully he recovers quickly from that, and I'm just glad that he was able to find some time to get the surgery done. I know it's definitely that's a tough one right there, tearing your ACL before a storm season. So, you know, I definitely don't envy his situation, but I'm glad he was able to still have a pretty good chase season before he ended up getting his surgery done. So, but again, thank you for the super chat there, Cubs fan. Appreciate you, man. And Chad with the 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, Chad. I appreciate you, my man. Cindy with 12 months of membership. Nick with a super chat. Christopher with a super chat. Jeanette with 14 months of membership. You guys are going crazy right now. You gotta give me a break. You guys are going ham. Yeah, I think this thing will last a pretty good while, like to your point, Brandon. It's got plenty of healthy mergers coming in from the southwest. It's just the stupid Mississippi River.
It's always the river crossings that get us. I mean, it looks healthy on velocity, too. I don't know how much of that is hit TAM, but...
Or I should say, Missouri River. I think I meant to say Missouri River, but yeah, it looks really good. It's got a crazy hook right now. Holy smokes, I just noticed that. That service is just not good here. All right, dropping in from the north side, guys.
A half ago, and if your location's correct on weather-wise, you're right in the notch.
We might get a view of this thing really quick. We might get a view of something in here. We got a pretty good notch. Right in the notch, guys. On this supercell storm right now, just north of St. Albert, Missouri here. It looks like it could be rain wrapped from what I can tell. Maybe just on the west side.
Like there's a CC drop right where the velocity couplet is, but I don't think it's on the ground.
Trying to see what I can see visually here. We got
Well, latest scan just pushed the area CC further east, so that definitely is not something.
Area of interest should be right here, guys. Should be right on it. I got a wall cloud right in front of us. To the left of the road. Yeah, right here. Here's the mezzo. Okay, starting to get a visual of the mezzo here. Yeah, I'm right up in the notch. I don't see a tornado down.
Yeah, I would figure there is. By the looks of it, the latest update on velocity is actually a lot more clear. It looks like there's a tight little coupler right over the town you're about to go into. So you should have visual on the area of rotation.
Yeah, I got it here. I see a nice clear slot wrapping around, and then the area of interest is maybe a mile ahead of me. Pretty good motion in the wall cloud here. Chad, just to the right of the road. This is coming into, what is that town called? Mocaine? I think we're coming into Mocaine, Missouri here. And unfortunately, we lose our roads here in a second. We're dropping down into the Missouri River Valley here, chat, and...
Aren't those crossings just the best?
Gotta love it. Wish there was like a ferry right here, just to hop on a boat.
See if I can get you guys hooked up with that pontoon from Devil's Lake. I'll have them send it your way.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get a pontoon that can fit the Storm Runner and the ravioli.
Yeah, nothing. We just can't be having anything else hanging from the trees in view.
Okay, I've got, interestingly enough, I've got tree debris falling out of the sky here, guys. Got tree debris falling out of the sky here.
I'm honestly surprised a little bit that they don't have it tornado warned.
There may have been a tour here.
I just got the latest scan, and looks like it definitely crossed the river, or is over top of the river right now, the couplet. It's very small right now.
Yeah, there may have been a tour. I've got some, like, vegetation falling out of the sky.
I mean, it honestly wouldn't shock me. It had a really nice, tight, small couplet in town, but I would never imagine it would have been anything strong.
See what you guys see to the south. That'd be where it would be.
Permit in the GPS.
Be right down there. I don't have it in the GPS, but that's where I'm headed.
Just tornado warned it, guys. They just tornado warned it.
All right, Chad, I got a good view here. What do you guys see? May have a funnel. It's definitely a wall cloud down there. See a cone feature. Right back in there, chat. Watch back in there. I see a cone. Right underneath that wall cloud. That might be a tour. That may be a tour trying to drop, guys. I just can't tell. I can't get a clear enough view. Be right back in there, guys. Looking at radar, I would be shocked if there's not a tour. I think that cone was probably a tour, guys. in all likelihood. You got a crazy signature on radar. Just keep you guys locked in. This is as close as we can get, guys. We can't get any closer. This is literally the closest we can get to this thing.
All right, guys, really quickly, I'm just going to pop in here and give you guys a quick little update on where this thing is heading on the radar. It is currently just crossing the Missouri River here. Sorry, let me unlock their GPS there. It's currently just crossing the Missouri River south of McCann, and it's currently approaching St. Aubern, Chamois, and it's going to be going just to the south of Morrison there, approaching Fredericksburg in Missouri, south of the Missouri River. They're trying to get over towards Herman because that's where the only river crossing is to get on the storm. The Missouri River, not too many ways to get across, so they got to go an hour down the road there to go ahead and get on it. I'm going to bring up our pen tool so I can show you guys where this area of rotation that they are looking at is. If we go on over to our velocities here, they're looking right here. This is the area of circulation right there, and it's moving to the right about to the southeast, a little bit east-southeast, but it's going to pass just south of Chamois, just south of Morrison, and eventually it's going to be passing south of Herman there, once again approaching the community of Fredericksburg in Missouri. So, you folks in Fredericksburg, Deer, currently over St. Aubert, you guys need to start taking your tornado safety precautions. Doesn't seem like there's anything down right now, but the initial signs are there. This storm is trying to ramp up and is trying to organize right over the Missouri River right now.
Cone looking south. Pretty confident that that was a tornadic circulation there. I just couldn't fully confirm that it was on the ground.
Honestly, that wouldn't shock me at all. Looks like it decoupled a little bit, but it looks like it might be trying to get an RFD surge.
Well, as sucky as it appears to be, it's actually only 34 miles to get east and south out ahead of this thing. It's a little bit better than I thought.
Yeah, you should definitely be able to get ahead of it looking at it on radar with its time to get to that crossing. Looks like for the current reflexivity, it still thinks it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour before it gets to 19 south of Herman, so you guys should be able to beat it.
Copy. Yeah, looking at the terrain there, it's going to be fun, but we'll make it work. Oh, Chad, we got right on it. We got right on the supercell. Right as it ramped up and started dropping a tornado, and
just for info as well, I'm sure Garrett's doing a lot, but Garrett's not too far behind, no more than a couple miles.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to keep up.
But guess what? We ran out of roads, guys.
No, I know.
We ran out of road. We ran into the Missouri River, and all of our roads despawned. The map did not load in.
Thank you.
I got nothing better to do on this drive except play supervisor.
There you go. You can be the referee.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just got Herman in the GPS. So I'm 26 miles from Herman.
Wish you were out here chasing with us, Brandon.
As you are.
Wow, what a wound up supercell this is, Chad.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I'll be back out there soon. Thankfully, after the funeral, and then the car should be fixed on Monday, so hopefully find some time to see you guys out there. When I was talking to Garrett earlier, just It was just glad to hear his voice, and he said the same thing. It's great to hear you guys.
Likewise, and yeah, hopefully Monday. Do you think you might be able to be out for Monday?
No, the car's getting fixed on Monday, so the earliest I could probably leave is Monday night or Tuesday morning.
Copy that. I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, Garrett was telling me that it was going to be maybe around Omaha.
Yeah, I'd love to squeeze in a day or so before I'm supposed to go to Florida.
Oh boy. Yeah,
These days are
slow
very
traffic
foggy,
here,
but it might-
guys.
but maybe Wednesday. Still just looks, I don't know, there's supposed to be a stalled cold front, and I don't know.
Yeah, people going very, very slow.
Okay, but it's also the globals, so.
Actually, I think we got like a dump truck up here. But now he's taking off. This guy's going slow.
Honestly, for anything at this rate, if I could just get
Hey, I got water across the road here.
be feeling a lot better about going on vacation. Valerie was already telling me, she's like, this is our one time we go on a family vacation every year. I need you to not be stressed out during it. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Heads up, Gary. Got some very slow traffic going about 25 right now, and there's also water across the road in a spot. It's not very deep though. It's only like an inch. Yeah, guys, there's a tight couplet to the south. I think that thing's down. I think there's a tour down likely to our south. I imagine Charlie's probably been doing some breakdowns and showing you guys what's going on. But it would appear that there probably is a tornado over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our cue. We are popping back in here to give you guys a quick little look at the current situation. Once again, the storm. Here's what we got for our velocities right now, just south of Chamois. If there was anything going on, it's going to be right around here is where I'm watching. This area right here, still moving to the southeast towards Fredericksburg, south of Morrison in Missouri. That is the immediate track for this storm. I'm not seeing a whole lot in terms of velocities. I'm also not seeing much on our correlation coefficient to suggest there's something down, but we are going to keep an eye on these next few scans here because this is still a very promising looking supercell tornado-wise. It's got a couple mergers that are working on into it from the south that are really going to help this thing get ramped up here. You see these little blobs down here? These are storm mergers that are combining with our parent supercell. I also think those mergers may be somewhat hampering the tornado threat, at least right now, as the storm is trying to figure out what it wants to do with those. But once it completes those mergers, there's a new scan there. That's a bit more... That new scan, there's a bit more of a defined area of circulation there. Still nothing showing up on our correlation coefficient, so radar is not seeing any debris being lofted with this storm. But once again, this thing is just south of Chamois heading towards Fredericksburg. This is our area of rotation right here. We have these reds moving away from the radar, greens moving toward the radar. This area of rotation is heading towards Fredericksburg, Perishing, and eventually towards the Brown Shanty area. It is currently between Deer and Chamois. So, you folks near the Fredericksburg area, heads up, this is a rotating supercell that is heading your way. We have that strong area of rotation there showing up on radar. We're going to give it a few more minutes for the radar to complete another scan, and if it looks like something's going on, I'll pop back in and let you guys know.
They finally just got an update. And yeah. Oh yeah, there's got to be a tornado. There's got to be a tornado developing, or should, it probably is already on the ground south of Chamois. Just northeast of Deer, Missouri. It's just south of the Missouri River here, headed southeast. That's a pretty strong couplet. It's got several mergers developing on the southern flank, which could interfere with that current circulation, but I mean, all indications this thing's going to continue to keep going. I don't see what's going to stop it. Let me see if I can get the Zello to work here. I may not have set it up. I'll just use Garrett's voice to turn up the volume here. There you go. 45, okay. Yield. Oh, I guess we're yielding that way? Okay. It's kind of a weird intersection. See if we can connect with Charlie here. Hello?
All right, ladies and gents, we're losing him a little bit as the Freddy's working through the trees here. We did just get a new velocity scan in. That is a much stronger velocity signature than what we had before. You see those bright reds and bright greens right next to each other? That indicates a much more compact area of rotation, which is what we look for when we're trying to sniff out these tornadoes on the radar. If we go to our correlation coefficient mode, which is the mode we use to detect any lofted debris, not seeing anything showing up on here quite yet, and as far as I've seen, there hasn't been any reports of anything down. But that is still a strong rotational signature on the radar there. That is a sign that this storm is definitely trying to bring all those ingredients together and trying to plant a tornado right now. So, you folks in the Fredericksburg area, this is the area you need to keep an eye on, and it is heading your direction. You guys need to be taking your tornado safety precautions. Lowest level of your home, as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Fortunately, on that last scan, looks like it just broke up a little bit. The rotational signature has weakened on that last scan. Still, you folks in Fredericksburg, Perishing, and then eventually Brown Shanty, you guys are in this tornado warning for a reason. We're going to keep an eye on this storm just in case it decides to get reorganized here. You never know. It's going through some mergers right now. So we've had a couple other storms work in from the south and that have been combining with this. You see this big blobby complex of storms that has swung in from the south here and is now combining with our parent supercell. So depending on how those behave, we're going to have to keep an eye on just exactly what is going to happen in the short term. So I'm going to keep an eye on the radar for you guys. I'm going to send you back to Freddy.
In between the lack of cell service, I was able to actually receive a message. Oh my God, I actually heard you. I heard your voice.
Or whatever, but yeah, 94.
Yeah, my transmission cut out halfway, but his location's been updating sporadically on 360, so I don't know if he has much data.
That would be correct. I just got a second of data. Horrible service here on this road. I just looked back a couple frames and velocity. Looks like there was a strong tornado. Oh my God. Holy.
Guys, the trees have taken Freddy. Freddy is currently lost in the middle of a forest right now, and the trees have gotten to him. They've completely destroyed his cell service. But what we can do while we wait for Freddy to come back is we can take a look back at our radar here. I just banished myself, but I'm back. We can take a look back at our radar here. Look at this big cluster of storms we have now. All of these have just kind of combined into one massive storm complex. So the storm is going through what we call a merger. We've had a lot of other storms work in from the south that are currently trying to fight for dominance. We're going to see which one of these little cells is going to end up taking over. Usually it's this very far side of the storm on the southwest end here. Usually it ends up being something down here that ends up becoming the dominant area when you get these big mergers with just tons of storms all combining together. So going back to our velocity mode, we're already seeing initial signs of that. If I bring out our pen tool here, we have a bit of an area of circulation developing on that southwest side. You can see those reds moving away from the radar, greens moving toward the radar. This is our old area of circulation up to the north here. This one is probably going to be weakening as it gets messed up by that big blobby cluster of storms all trying to combine together. So two areas to keep an eye on here in the short term. This southern side of the storm that we are watching, that is going to be eventually approaching the communities here of Crook, Mint Hill, Hope, and Krugerford. So those are the areas in line for this southern area of interest that we are keeping an eye on there. And then going back to our northern area of interest, which is currently nestled right up here, this is once again approaching the Fredericksburg and Perishing region out there in Missouri.
Backed up traffic, Garrett, that is why. Guys, hello? Service? Help? Is anybody there? I think I might have service for a second, guys. I'm stuck behind like 6 dump trucks that are going
I have got that, but
25 mile an hour.
Slow up a mountain.
They're all going like 25 on this Highway 94, and there's really nothing we can do about it. Somebody just passed me in a orange 4Runner on a solid yellow, and he's now sitting like 5 car lengths in front of me, so I don't think it really worked out for him. But not a whole lot you can really do when you get a bunch. I mean, look at this, guys. Those are almost all dump trucks up here. I don't know what's going on, but we got a massive dumping. A massive dumping is occurring here in Missouri. PDS dumping. Right now, it looks like our storm is definitely going through a bit of a crisis as it's ingesting a number of mergers. The southern flank, I think, is going to take. That's going to be our side that we want to get on. That southern flank looks pretty good. Jiminy. These roads are definitely not friendly. If it wasn't for Charlie Bordeaux, we'd be shocked. It's a good thing Charlie Bordeaux's here to talk over the silence, because we have no cell service. We got trees, we got hills, we got dump trucks, we got everything, guys. Literally everything out here. But at least it finally appears to flatten up and straighten out, so maybe an opportunity for us to finally start driving down the road at a respectable speed. But sorry about that, guys. Like I said, we had like 8 dump trucks in front of us, all with their hazards on going 25. I mean, I understand why. It's narrow road, poor conditions. I mean, it's not their fault. They got to get places, but definitely causing a bit of a backup here, to say the least. If we get a good opportunity to pass some of these guys, I will. I just doesn't really make sense to pass people when you can barely even see around them. You got a lot of little corners on this road, so it's just making it tough. But I'd prefer to be able to get out ahead of them, if possible. Like right here, I mean, I can't really see very far. If we get a good flat, maybe we can sneak around these guys. Or at least see if we can take a couple of them. Ray, appreciate the 11 months. Yes, good to see you, Ray. Likewise, man, likewise. Hey, what's up, Queen? Thank you for the 4 months of membership there. Yeah, I like that cell on the southwest side of our cluster. We no longer have one singular storm. We have 4 different updrafts that have all congealed together, and the southwest side appears to be taken over. That is where we need to get. Unfortunately, that means that we're actually going to have to dive even further south on this 19. But I think we'll be able to do it. Now that we're actually starting to move at respectable speed here, we should be able to get down there in time. But let's hope the dump trucks go straight. Hopefully they don't take the same corner that we take. Yeah, there's really just no seeing around these guys, so. You just never know when you got a car driving down the road without their lights on, and then all of a sudden you're cooked. Hey, Teresa, thank you for the gift of membership. Looks like Chris got it. Let's go, Chris. Yeah, so guys, we're trying to get east and trying to get south. We got to get to our bridge crossing up here in Herman. That's our only spot where we can cross over the Missouri and get down on this supercell. Otherwise, we'd be hot on this thing. I mean, we got right in position. We were right in the notch. Then, unfortunately, the Missouri River happened, and then our roads decided not to happen. And here we are. We are now taking the long way all the way up to our bridge in Herman. We got to drop down Highway 19, and then that should put us out ahead of this supercell thunderstorm. But it's still looking pretty healthy. I think this thing will still be lasting by the time we get there. Let's just hope that our roads are somewhat reasonable getting down there. They look pretty pretty windy, just looking at weather-wise here. Yeah, right now it's definitely still figuring itself out. Your velocities are a little bit messy. You've got two mesos. So you've got the original one that dropped the tornado that was just south of the Missouri River. That was that cone that we saw, guys. I'm pretty confident that was a tornado. And then they've got another meso that's on that southern cell that developed. So we'll have to wait and see which one ends up becoming that dominant area of circulation. And until that happens, it's probably going to struggle to produce tornadoes. But once it completes that process, the tornado threat should increase from that point forward. Also, one thing to note, our wind shear is definitely increasing with time. We got a low-level jet that's going to be kicking in right about now and getting stronger as the evening goes on. So your hodographs are going to start to enlarge and your low-level SRH is going to increase. That should foster an increasing tornado threat with time, providing you can sustain that discrete storm mode. And I don't really see any reason why this thing will not last for at least another hour or two. So we should have a pretty decent tornado threat with this supercell over the next couple of hours until it inevitably ends up turning into a cluster. So we'll see. No clue how long it's going to stay discrete, but while it does, we definitely have a pretty significant tornado threat with this thing, and I would not rule out another strong tornado once it figures its stuff out here. So let's see, just got a super chat here. Play. Hey, appreciate you, man. Yes, thank you. I got this shirt up in Canada while I was up there. I got this up at the good old Edmonton mall, the West Edmonton Mall, I think is what it's called, the WEM. So I did a little clothing shopping while I was up there in Canada. This was one of the things I got. I got this hat here too. I got the shorts. I basically got a whole new wardrobe while I was up there. So that was one of the things we did while Garrett and I were living in Edmonton for half a week. Okay, coming into the town here of, looks like Rhineland, Missouri. We're almost to Herman. Once we get to 19, we'll be able to start headed south.
Hey, Freddy, you on here?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if we're going to be able to beat this thing. I'm almost contemplating going back towards Fulton. There's a nice supercell back there.
Jacob, thank you for the super chat, man. You're St. Louis. I think Delicio at Thunderstorm Watch near there. You guys definitely could get thunderstorms. I'm not sure your tornado threat's going to be super high just because this storm is going to turn right.
I also wonder if
It
this
may
thing is
avoid
possibly
that.
getting too
Or
big.
may avoid the
It just
metro
looks
area.
massive.
But we'll see. I definitely keep your eyes peeled. You guys are on that fringe of the tornado watch. It looks like it starts just west of the metro. So I don't know. I can't give you guys an all clear, but as of right now, it looks like most of your storms that you would be concerned with should be going south of the metro area. But there are still a couple cells further west that will eventually make their way close to the metro that we got to keep an eye on. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, but if we double back west, we're still going to have to then deal with the river again. So I feel like this is still our best chance. It's going to be the supercell, and we'll probably get there right when it's crossing. But the good thing is once we cross the river, at that point, I believe we should finally be able to actually follow it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you think so, I haven't quite looked at the roads, so I don't know how it would take us back up north. But I was just thinking, well, I don't know if I want to drive through. You know, I mean, if I don't catch it, you know, that means I'm driving through the blinding rain the whole time, and that doesn't sound very fun.
No, but I mean, that's just going to be the only way to get on this thing for now. We're going to have to drop in from the top side. There is a road that we could take that 100 and then take another south option. I mean, there's plenty of ways to attack this thing. You don't have to hit it on 19. You could go east and get it later if you're worried about that. And then there's also several roads that do end up getting you east. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. We should be just fine getting on this thing. I'm still going to try to hit it on 19, but we'll evaluate that in like 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I also, like I said, I was just curious if maybe it was getting too big for its britches. I knew that was like a concern. You have decent deep layer shear, but you don't have a deep layer shear to support like a 50,000+ foot supercell.
It's definitely starting to get bigger than personally I would like, but I mean, it doesn't look huge to me. And plus, another thing to remember, our shear is increasing with time. Your low-level jet is starting to kick in, so I think that should at least help support bigger supercells. But I don't know, we'll see. This is by far, though, I mean, I'm looking at the broader picture. This is the best thing that I personally see, aside from maybe some of those beans that would be way to our southeast, but that's not even really an option for us.
Yeah. I'm not just talking about the low-level shear. The low-level shear is all right. I was talking about your deep layer shear.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was our concern, was too much clustering today. I mean, I think when we came down here, that was our #1 concern, is that we're going to have a lot of clusters that develop. But yeah, I don't think the storm to the west looks any better than the one that we're on.
Right.
I would give it some time and let it figure itself out. I do think that this thing still has a decent tornado threat with time. We just watched 4 mergers just converge on it, so it's hard to say like what's going to happen. All right, what do we got here?
Very much right. I'm just about ready to roll up onto the stop sign here and turn south.
Okay, I miss Becky. 6 months there, finally catching you guys live after a long month. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Becky, but I'm glad you're able to catch one of the streams here. Yeah, I'm at the same stop sign, so you've caught up.
Oh.
And Becky, thank you for the super sticker there. Alicia, Highway 19 can be kind of rough in the weather. That's our float trip highway here in mid-Missouri rivers, everywhere in that area. Be careful, my friend. I appreciate the heads up there. Appreciate the heads up. We'll keep our head on a swivel as we head south. I know you guys know this area way better than I do. I'm actually about 40 minutes south of St. Louis on the Illinois side. Same thing as St. Louis. Okay, 40 minutes south may change things ever so slightly, Jacob. I'd say that probably would increase your odds a little bit of seeing tornadoes. But still, I think for the most part, a majority of your storms are going to go south, to your south. I would just keep an eye on the one that we're approaching right now and anything to the west. So as long as you got the WeatherWise app, you can go on there and you can track these storms on there for free. I mean, that's what I'm using here to track this stuff. So I highly recommend that you and anybody else in the chat who's wondering what the heck's going on, you can download the WeatherWise app and you guys can look on there. You can look at reflectivity, velocity. You can see how strong your storms are, whether there's rotation, whether there's debris being lofted by using correlation coefficient, and you can track our location on there. So sorry for the ad, guys, but it's true though. Like, yeah, it's a great tool. WeatherWise is a fantastic tool there. So, you know, and again, like I said, it's free. So, you know, for anybody that's like, hey, what's going on? Are any storms coming in? Well, you guys technically have the same resources that I have right there at your fingertips. So, yeah, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and download the WeatherWise app there. And, I've thoroughly enjoyed using it. You can even see the watches in there, the SBC outlooks, models, Triple R. A lot of good stuff inside the good old Weatherwise app. You got Weatherwise, keep a close eye in the food truck. Gotcha, Jacob. Okay, so you're locked in. You're already locked in, man. Hey, can I have some food? If I swing by, you got some food for me? Maybe I'll swing by after the chase. That sounds good right now. I really haven't had much to eat today. I had some chicken nuggets and a protein shake. And Wendy with 2 years. Let's go. The 24 months. Yes, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate having you as part of the Storm Society and having you as part of the team here. Look at this building. What is that, a little courthouse? Wow, look at that. Just in this random town here. What is this town? Oh yeah, it's Herman. Shoot. I know this. I knew the name of the town, guys. I'm not that stupid. I've literally been talking about Herman for the last
Freddy's in a
hour.
perpetual state of never knowing where he is.
Literally the last hour I've been talking about Herman. Then I get here and I'm like, I wonder what town this is. Yeah, Charlie knows firsthand that I may have some short-term memory loss. A little spasmodic sometimes. It's actually a cool little town here too. Look at this. I got the elderly couple out there trying to cross the street.
Never forget Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yeah, Clear Lake, Iowa, Gary, Indiana. All of our favorites. Good thing they have an umbrella there, yeah. Glad it's missing this town here, though. That would not be good. Right now, it's not looking overly... not looking overly impressive at the moment, but it's definitely congealed into a single storm, so I guess it's got that going for it. Holy smokes, how many times are you gonna ask if the tornado was dropped? The tornado did drop. It did. The tornado dropped like 30, 40 minutes ago.
And just like that, I lost you again.
Early onset Alzheimer's, dude. Hope not.
But I looked at our meso is still fairly to the west. They got the warning moving east at 25. So, in essence, we should be able to still. I think.
I love storm chasing. Me too.
To still beat it.
When is the storm gonna pop up in Paragould? I'm not sure where is Paragould in relation to like where I'm at right now. I honestly don't know where that is. Yeah, honestly, Garrett, I'm not really a huge fan of anything right now. Like the southern cell, I mean, it's definitely now congealed into one primary supercell, but it doesn't look great. The cells to the west, that's just a cluster. So I think our best chance is going to be either this cell we're approaching right now or things to the south of it.
Yeah, my maps is taking me down the road. Oh, it's going to take me to Herman. Oh, let me see. I'll just put in Owensville and see what it does.
Yeah, I'm south of Herman right now. I'm just going to keep dropping down 19 and see if I can get up underneath this thing. Once I get to 50, it seems like a decent little road to keep up with this. Oh, that's all the way. Okay, yeah, Paragould, Arkansas. That's way south. At least as far as tornadoes are concerned, I think you should be good down there. I think you should be good. I haven't forecasted down in Arkansas for today, but I know the primary threat was up here. Oh, sorry, it's not really the greatest answer, but I did not look down there all too closely.
Oh yeah, no, I guess.
Carl, welcome to the Storm
maybe
Society.
Rain sound weird, but what I was saying is I think that we have a decent chance to beat it to the road, because it looks like that the mezzo is still pretty far to the west of 19, and it's moving. The storm's warned only moving east at 25. But the only thing that's going to slow us down is either traffic and or the rain.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we'll probably just drive right up underneath it. We're in a better spot than we were the last time, and I was able to get right up underneath it, so I think we'll be just fine. And then we can drop down to that 50. That can be our road to follow it east and decide if we want to go for any of those storms to the south or stick with this one. Were you able to get a view of the supercell earlier when it was trying to drop the tornado?
No. I was a few miles behind you. See, I've been a few miles behind you all day. I guess I'm not as confident driving in blinding rain.
Yeah, no, you're good. I mean, I barely saw. There was a cone to the south. I'm pretty sure that was the tornado. I couldn't confirm ground contact, but you see a cone funnel coming down right where it's supposed to be, and then you look at radar and you see a really nice hook with a solid velocity signature. I mean, everything lines up. I'm pretty sure that was it. So when I got to the intersection of that highway that runs along the Missouri River, there was vegetation falling out of the sky too, so that kind of further makes me think that there was at least like a weak tornado in progress in that area.
Yeah, there probably was. Either that, or I must have just left a few minutes later than you. I probably did. I was zoomed in watching that wall cloud out to the east of us.
Heads up, road's starting to get wet again. A little hydro. Definitely do not want to hydroplane. That would not be good. Anyway, if you guys are just now tuning in, again, we're just south of Herman, Missouri here, where we got a supercell thunderstorm that is currently severe warned. This thing did produce a tornado not too long ago. We saw it from the north side, had a nice cone funnel, but we ended up getting screwed by our roads. The Missouri River, which goes east to west, blocked all of our roads, so we were not able to continue with it. If we would have been able to keep going south, we probably would have had a really good tornado intercept on this storm, but it literally happened in the worst possible spot it could have happened, right over the Missouri River. So, that ended up killing our roads and preventing us from being able to get what would have been an extreme close-range tornado intercept on this storm. So, we're literally a river away from having a good tornado here tonight, but it definitely dropped. I mean, that was a pretty tight couplet on the other side. I didn't really look to see if there was a correlation coefficient signature down there, but anytime you get a velocity signature that's as tight as that was, I'm like 95% sure that there was a tornado down. Like it's very, very rare that there's not a tornado down in those kind of situations. So, and the fact that there wasn't a correlation coefficient signature is probably a good thing. meeting that it ended up hopefully not hitting a whole lot. So that is the silver lining to the whole to the situation, is it was over a very rural area. We're dropping south here on 19. We're finally about to get in position on this supercell thunderstorm. You guys can see our location. It should be in the bottom left corner of the screen there. That should be able to show you guys exactly where we're at in relation to the storm. That's all powered by WeatherWise. And the storm still has a hook echo on it. It's got a decent little notch on it. I would not rule this thing out producing another tornado here. I definitely would not rule it out. So we're going to keep dropping south on 19, see if we can get in position on it. And we just got a new tornado warning. There it is. Brand new tornado warning on our storm, guys. There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have that new tornado warning, so I'm going to pop back on in here and give you guys a quick little update on the situation here. If we go on over to our velocity mode, you can see here it is right here. Let me get out our pen tool. This is the area we're going to be watching. That area right there. It's moving to the southeast. It's going to be kind of paralleling this Highway 50 for a little bit here, and then eventually long term, it's going to be approaching the Rosebud, Gerald region out there in Missouri. You'll be passing pretty close to Beaumont. So you folks along Highway 50 there, near Rosebud, Gerald, Beaumont, that is the area downstream of this current tornado warning here. Let me just zoom in here and make sure I'm not missing anything. It's going to be approaching Drake up next. It's just to the north of Cave Hill. Once again, Cave Hill, Drake, Wittenberg, and then eventually Rosebud and Gerald. Those are the areas at play for this storm. If we go to our reflectivity here, we can map it out quite a bit better here. Let me get out the pen tool. You can see it's tracking to the southeast right now. That's kind of the current path on this storm. So you folks in that tornado warning polygon, now's your time to start taking your tornado safety precautions. I don't want you guys to get too caught up with these little pixels right here. You see these like bright reds? These bright reds and bright greens that just kind of abruptly stop right here. I think these two little bits right here are contamination on the radar, but they are part of a larger, oh, that last scan looks a bit more interesting. Maybe there's a bit more to this than I thought. We're going to have to keep an eye on this here over the next little bit. This storm may be trying to get organized, but that just looks like contamination, at least right now. If we look on the radar here, that rotational signature is sitting right in here. And on radar, this is clear air. We'd expect our rotation to be in here. Let me just draw this out for you guys. We'd expect our rotation to be in here, but if we go to our velocity mode, you can see it's kind of displaced a little bit off to the east, which is why I think this is just contamination off over here. Still part of a larger rotational signature, but I think for the most part this is contamination. Still gonna have to keep a close eye on the radar. If we get another scan that shows this a bit clearly, I'm gonna pop back in here and give you guys another look at what's going on.
That's probably gonna be tree lined and a lot of corners up here. Yeah, road's starting to get pretty chopped here. Yeah, road's starting to get pretty coated with water, so it can only go so fast. We're close, guys. We're almost on this thing. Just gotta be careful on these corners. This is where you definitely don't want to hydroplane. Yeah, pretty good look there on reflectivity. I haven't looked at velocities in a little bit. And it does look like you maybe got an uptick in velo happening here. Ooh. Stay locked in here, guys. Stay very locked in. Far from optimal chase conditions here. Go ahead and punch in Drake, Missouri. That should get us down to where we need to get. Again, if you guys are just now tuning in here, we got ourselves a supercell thunderstorm here that's ramping up. Really trying to ramp up here. We're trying to punch south. They get down out ahead of it. We prefer to beat this thing if possible to the road, but we might end up just driving right up underneath it. Pretty strong inflow wind here. Decent hail. Wow, strong inflow here, guys. And there's your tornado warning. Wouldn't shock me if there's another circulation kind of close to where we're at here. Jeez. Decent hail. Lots of inflow. Charlie, do I still got you? How's she looking on your end? You might have a better idea.
It is about to ingest a parade of mergers.
Okay.
Moving into some more marginal lapse rates, so we'll see how it handles this.
Copy that. Looking at radar, that couplet new scan just came in. Looks like a little bit stronger. Looks like it got a little bit stronger here. And I think I'm actually finally starting to see something here. I got a mez to the right. I think it's the area of think I got the area right here. So I might even try to find a little spot to pull in. Let's say if I go down here a little bit, I got a clearing. I go down to this clearing here. Oh yeah, right here's the area. I was gonna pull in there. Come on, dude. There's Reed again. Well,
Nice little knot.
there she is, yeah.
That white thing's it?
Back to the west? Yeah, it could be.
Who's driving back there?
It got a little sketchy at times. I was sliding all over the place. It's a good thing your tire's hanging on. Oh, geez, it's starting to really come down here. Not having a side window really sucks, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Not being able to roll down the side window is kind of no bueno. All right. We gotta beat these cars. Yeah, right now I don't see anything that looks particularly imminent on this thing, even though, like, looking at radar, you got decent velocities here. We're right in the notch. So right where you would want to be. Right now, visually, not seeing a whole lot. Be right back over here, guys. That's the notch. It looks like our only real way to keep up with this thing's gonna be down on, yeah, we gotta take that 50 and work our way around. There's the wall cloud there, Chad. Stop to our northwest. Three of my tires are good. I have one tire that's not good.
I'm starting to see some light that I haven't seen in a long time. Maybe that means they're finally starting to punch through it.
And the other three are pretty good because I've had to replace 3 tires this year, and then there's one, I don't even know which one it is, that is held strong. One tire is not giving out on it, so. That one's actually lasted ever since I bought him. Yeah, Reed's up here in the pickup. He's the guy that parked right next to us, just talking to. Hey, you finally made it. Yeah, I broke out into the notch there, but I didn't really see a whole lot.
Yeah, finally starting to see some daylight here. But yeah. Oh wait, you said we punched in the notch, or you're looking at the notch?
I was looking at the notch, but now I'm just headed south. I didn't see anything of interest, so I'm gonna just go ahead and make my move down to 50 and get out ahead of this thing. Because if you look at velocity, it looks like overall, it's starting to uptick. You're getting a bit of a conversion signature right now, developing just east of this 19. So, you know, I'm just going to try to play upstream and see if I can catch it when it's actually ramping up.
Copy that. I just have had Owensboro in my GPS just to get a
Ceaseless with the side window fun.
Close. I don't know where
Hey,
50
thank you,
is at, so
Ceaseless. I
anywhere.
appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that thing fixed. I'm going to have to get that thing fixed here soon. It's very annoying when you're trying to talk to people. And it's very annoying when you're pulling up to a drive-thru and you're like, guys, hang on, let me open my door here. You got to put the car in park and then open up the door. So, yeah, we'll be getting that fixed ASAP. It just randomly decided that it was no longer going to work anymore. So,
Does 19 turn into 50?
yeah, it does. Yeah, if you just keep going straight, you'll hit an intersection there with a stop sign, and then you'll just get right on 50.
Okay, copy that.
Storm Runner. Whoa, wait a second. Chad, that car said Storm Runner. Uh-oh, I just passed an SUV, and you're never gonna guess what the name of the SUV was.
SUV make face.
Wow, how'd you guess it?
Who?
No, I just passed the Storm Runner.
Did an owl get Storm Runner's radio?
Oh, you guys are real funny.
I don't think that was a joke. I think that was a serious question.
I don't know.
Oh, big wall cloud, guys.
I thought we were going east. I didn't even see you.
Big wall cloud to the north. I'll give you guys a view here in a second. Okay, we got a big wall cloud starting to develop on this thing. I see a large RFD cut wrapping around it. This thing might be starting to gear up.
Okay, let me pull over somewhere.
I mean, I don't think you should pull over. You got to keep blasting down to 50 and get east. But yeah, I'm just looking off to the north. It's to the east of 19.
Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. But why is there a SUV with the called Storm Runner? What?
I don't know. Must be a pretty good name.
I mean, I passed him a minute or two ago.
Storm Runner is Fox 2 in St.
I
Louis.
do see something to my north.
gotcha,
Is that what you're talking about, to my north?
I don't know where you're at exactly. I am just south of Drake on 50, looking north. I see a wall cloud and I see an RFD cut wrapping around it. So, yeah, to you, if you're a couple miles back behind me, it would probably be more. I mean, it should be outside your window, essentially. It should be to your left.
Yeah, I see it now.
There actually is a road up here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a road up here where I can pull off and take a look at this thing before I dive too far south. But I'll let you know if I see anything. Oh, gotta love it. Try to roll down my window and it doesn't roll down. Just gonna try pulling in here real quick, and I want to see what we can see back behind us here. Would love to be able to roll my window down here and actually peer out it. Maybe I pull in right here. Oh, this guy's right behind me. Sorry, dude, didn't know you were following me. Yeah, I see a wall cloud. Oh, yeah. This guy go around me here. All right, go ahead and bring you guys out here for a sec. I'm watching back up in here. Right back up in here, guys. There's your RFD cut, and then you got a wall cloud back in there. I can't really make anything out. But yeah, your area of interest should be right back up in there. Just don't really have a good angle here. Here, I'm gonna shut this off here real quick. Looks like she's at 2% anyway, so good time to stop it.
Just keep on going until I find a spot.
Hey, SDR Buck, welcome to Storm Warrior. Let's go. Glad to have you in here. All right, I gotta plug this thing in here real quick. Gotta charge up the old 360 camera and get that going here. Got about 4.6 thousand people watching. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Everybody, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Just give us a thumbs up. Yeah, it's about to go through like a crazy merger here. I'm just gonna go back down to 50. Back down to 50 and get out ahead of this thing. And we made it to the chaser traffic. No longer seeing anything all that interesting to me. It kind of fell apart. Just gonna keep heading down 50 and get out ahead of it. Oh, the storm in Dent County looks good. Where would Dent County be? Beware of I-70 closures. If in the past, I-70 is chocked. It's literally just construction. We took I-70 all the way out to Columbia. Like 95%, 55 mile per hour construction zone, no shoulder. Not the most enjoyable drive, I'll say that. I just passed you, Gary. Looks like Reed found you.
I couldn't tell if he was getting mad or what. He was definitely joking, but I had to pull out the 10-1 really quick.
No, I think he was pulling up behind you. He was probably trying to inspect.
He was probably inspecting what I was doing.
He was like, ah, so that's HC.
Yeah, he just had to see. He just had to see it for himself.
Yeah, I gotta compare for research purposes.
No, it was funny. I went by and I saw you sitting there, and I saw the window rolled down. It looked like he was trying to yell at the window, so I figured that something was happening.
Yeah, he was like, hey, you're blocking the. He was like, hey, you're blocking the road. I'm like, sorry.
Oh, let's see. Perfect forecast. Let's go. 2 months of membership. Yippee. I agree. I agree with your message.
Yeah, it seems like Reed's really been locked in on chasing these setups that he doesn't stream. I mean, I keep misses, that part of it. Just the freedom of the chase.
No, I mean, I don't blame him. It definitely can be nice to just kick back and not have people watching you do every single thing that you're doing. And plus, the other thing for him that also is a bigger issue than it is for us is he has a lot less people following him. So it's nice to see. I only saw one car that seemed to be tailing him.
Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, I know. I'm sure he just enjoys the break of it all. It seems like he's really been getting back into focusing on chasing, and I know he doesn't have any of his streaming stuff in his truck, so I think he's just enjoying it. Him and Megan are having a good time out there. I mean, there just is a lot of pressure that comes with live streaming everything you do. When you've got thousands of people watching and sometimes, over 10,000 people watching, when you make mistakes, it just makes you look bad and it makes you feel bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when you're live streaming, you pretty much can't be human. And by being human, I mean you can't make mistakes. And if you make like one small little mistake, or maybe you decide not to go after a storm, or you just do anything at all, like everybody is watching you under a microscope, and as soon as you do one little thing wrong, well, you're gonna have a bunch of people that are probably gonna be calling you out.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. You typically run into those with just anybody, honestly, in general, that does that watches. You get the occasional person that's just like, oh, you should have went to this storm. I could have told you that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not like our core audience, because I mean they're very caring and understanding, but there is definitely a group of people out there that are just waiting for you to make the smallest slip up. And yeah, it's annoying. It definitely adds to the pressure when you're live. So that's why sometimes, I just don't go live until I'm like sure that there's a reason to.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't blame you there. I mean, I have it every once in a while that I, deal with it occasionally, where I start the stream early, and it kind of sucks when that happens too, but I mean, can't win it all.
Nope. Fortunately, you cannot. Garrett, the storm to our southwest is starting to look interesting. Like literally right to our southwest. The velocity is starting to uptick. I think I'll moseyed down there. I might drop down
Yes,
H.
it is. I'm still going east, though.
Yeah, I am too. I'm almost at Gerald, but I'm considering dropping south down H. Take your viewers and times that by 2 eyeballs. Hey, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. That'd be 8,000 eyeballs right now. And who knows? There might be a few of you guys that have an extra eyeball. Maybe a few of you guys that don't have one. So it probably averages out to being about 8,000.
Mark herself up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, in the near term, I feel like that's the best bet. I mean, our storm is just turning into a soggy mess.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is starting to look very soft.
Wonder what things would look like if your mid-level lapse rates, instead of being in the upper 5s, were in the 7. What in the 7?
If we had solid mid-level lapse rates, today would be a very big tornado day. The only thing that would maybe hold it back would be, again, your lack of bulk shear. But, I mean, even still, you have crazy low-level thermos. You got loads of 3K, vorticity, and you have really good wind shear. I mean, especially in the low levels. Your low-level wind shear is incredible. Mid-levels are obviously, you know, not fantastic, but I would say that the storms that we're on, if you were to give them better lapse rates, we'd probably be dealing with multiple strong tornadoes.
Yeah, probably.
Was today just the day with a lot of good low-level shear?
Yeah, really good low-level shear and really good literally just really good low levels. The low levels are fantastic today. The mid levels, both lapse rates and wind shear wise, are lacking. There's our supercell. It's not a bad look. You actually see the full updraft pretty much.
We'll be happy with a 6-degree lapse rate, Dixie.
Yep, I can't wait to be chasing like a 5.5 lapse rate in Dixie in December.
At night.
Ah, yes, I forget that night falls at like 5 o'clock.
Yes, at night, no lightning. Can't forget no lightning.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. I will say, I do hope, I hope we get some setups during the second season. Last year, I heard a bunch of people talk about how second season was looking like it was going to be pretty good, and then literally nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't dig into the forecast side of it too much, so honestly, I got no idea. All I know is if there's something to chase, I'll chase it. You know, provided I have an operational vehicle.
Wait, I think I was going to take that right there. Actually.
There was like a weird lower scud spot on that up to our north there, Fred.
You say to the north? I don't have a visual at the moment, but I might just keep heading up this highway here for now, instead of dropping back after the southwest cell just for the time being, just to see if this thing maybe could do something weird.
Yeah, I have like a weird scud finger lowering area. But boy, does that southwest cell look good. At least reflectivity wise. Velocity wise, it's struggling, but it's kind of mezzo.
Yeah, your velo isn't exactly great, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I know we're dealing with smaller supercells and smaller scale features, so radar's at times not all that helpful. What's also not all that helpful is this giant wall of trees that is impeding any view I have of the storm. And there's a view, and there goes the view. Wow, what an incredible view. Yeah, velo back behind us looks decent. I'm thinking I may just drop down that CC road they're coming up to. Just southwest of Gerald. I don't know, I kind of like that hook back there. Can I just drop back on H? Maybe just go back on H. What's the scan? 07? 09? Yeah. Time. I don't know if we'll be able to get over there in time. It's on a very windy switchback road, so not exactly ideal. Oh my gosh, I see scud that's literally on the ground. It is literally tickling the tops of these hills. That is how low it is. Velo would still suggest that the cell that we're on probably has the best look. I don't know, it's pretty even between whether you'd want to be on the southern one or this one right now. I'm not seeing anything that looks imminent or, you know, looks like we're gonna get a tornado here at any moment, but I may even just try taking. There's not even a view there. Here's a little clearer. Maybe up here on this hill we can find a little view. I just want to look back west. I want to know what's happening. Do you have a visual on what the storm's doing? I can't look back behind me.
I do not. I'm blocked by a bunch of trees right now. Honestly, I pulled over for a minute and at that Phillips 66, not to get gas, but just to look at radar.
I'm gonna flip back. This guy following me. if this guy is following behind me. Okay. Or they're just pulling in there. And they just so happen to pull off the same exact place that they pulled off. I'm going to double back west a little bit. Looks like our velo is picking up. Our velocity signature is starting to pick up a little bit back to our west here, guys. Ever so slightly. I just want to see if maybe there's a little spot up here where we could find a okay, there's not really great. Not a great view. It's very low to the ground, so it makes it hard to see over the treetops.
Ladies and gentlemen, while he's trying to get a view, I just want to pop in here and show you what we're looking at. So everything right now is looking pretty blobby. It's hard to say there's a defined supercell, but we do have one. Look at this little storm just to Freddy south right there. You see his green dot there on Highway 50 to the east of Gerald. If I switch us on over to our velocity mode here, we do have a little rotational signature. It's a little blink and you miss it type thing. We have a little bit of red moving away from the radar, some greens moving toward the radar. That is the area we're watching, and that storm is actually to itself. It's not going through a merger parade like all the other ones, at least not right now. It's a semi-discrete supercell just to the south of Gerald. This is the storm that we're going to be keeping an eye on here over the next few moments.
Of what's going on. Alright, I think there goes the truck that is following. Pretty sure they are indeed following us. Oh, your area of interest should be like right here. Pretty much right over the road. Oh, I see some scat up there.
When I'm starting to get a couple of like little peaks to the trees, it just looks like a shelf.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Right now, I see some decent motion in the scud. Got some pretty strong northerlies right now. I've got a small view here, small break in the trees.
So you got northerlies?
Not where I'm at. I'm just observing northerlies in the cloud base to the west. So that should be the west side of whatever supposed circulation is here.
Oh, okay.
We just inch up here a little bit closer and see what we see around this corner. How's it going?
What's up, brother?
You guys chasing?
Yeah, we've been at it all day.
Yeah, any luck?
Big fan of you guys.
Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah. What's your guys' names?
Chad, Gavin.
Chad and Gavin. Okay. Yeah. Well, good luck out there. Maybe we'll see something here. Watching just up here.
Yep.
So, all right. Be safe. Chad and Gavin. It's like dad and his son out chasing. That's pretty cool. And the old Raptor too. Have a nice little chase rig there. So guys, if anything were to be happening, it would be happening right here. There's a nice little view. We should have come up here in the first place. So you don't really see this stuff while you're driving the other way. Yeah, visually here, guys, you can see here's our scud up overhead. I think it's zoomed in. That's my bad, guys. There's your scud. The area of interest, supposedly, just by looking at radar, should be in the vicinity here. So it's up for you guys to decide whether or not you would consider this interesting. I'll leave that up to I'll leave that up to the viewers to decide whether you think this is interesting, but radar would say our interesting area would be right here. You got a little bit of rotation here. A little cell merger happening. What's happening to the west? That looks sus. And you look at velocity and doesn't look all that suspicious there. Well, any ideas there, Mr. G? Yes, I can verify Jen is a very blunt person. She is a straight shooter.
And look at everything.
Copy. Are you east? I'm presuming.
Yeah, I'm in this other little town. I don't remember the name of it. Let me see.
Oh shoot, Chad, I gotta get out and chase my dad again here sometime soon. It's been a while. I didn't even think we'd been on a chase this year together. It's pretty sad, actually. Anytime I see a father-son chase duo like that, it always reminds me of the good old days. We'll have to team up and show everybody how it's done. Show everybody how it's done. I don't know, it's kind of scary though. Usually when we team up for tornado chases though, crazy stuff happens. Yeah, I agree with that. It's better to be a straight shooter than it is to sugarcoat things, you know. Sometimes the truth hurts, but the truth is what you want. You should, yeah. We'll have to team up here at some point. I know he's out here somewhere. So maybe we could find him. You know, maybe he's somewhere nearby. Looks like that supercell or south's looking pretty decent. So Charlie, right now I see storms. I see supercells to the south. They don't look all that inspiring to me. I feel like one of those storms to the south will probably end up producing a tornado at some point, just through a favorable storm merger. But overall, not really seeing a lot of options here.
I'm in Beaufort, which is like 20 miles east of or west of Union. Right now, actually,
I think even those options to the south are going to be shutting down pretty soon. The lapse rates just keep getting worse.
Roger that. Well, Mr. Charlie Bordeaux just came in with an update. Apparently our lapse rates are progressively getting worse with time here, so it's maybe starting to wind down. I'm not sure we're going to have a lot of options here soon.
Definitely agree with that. The only spot that probably has solid
If those storms to the south were to do anything, it would be within the next hour. But beyond that, I think it's pretty done.
there. But even then, there's surface time. Oh yeah, West Plains is 88, but
Yeah.
Poplar Bluff and Farmington 75 and 79.
Scully, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, did you say you were, where are you at? I'm headed toward Union right now, so are you still on this 50?
I'm in the town in between, like the one before Union. It has that north-south 185 that goes right through it. You'll see it's a Conoco. I'm just parked back here.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, I'm like 2 miles away. Whoa. The rumble strips just like changed tone there. That was really weird.
Freddy, random question. Is Charlie's last name French?
Yes, see, Charlie is indeed very French. Mr. Bordeaux.
Okay, that explains why he's waving the white flag already.
Oui.
I mean, I don't mind the way that this like last scan has come in, at least like radar presentation wise. But if you look at your velocity, it just looks very. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm awaiting Charlie's response to that, and yeah, I mean, reflectivity, it's got a decent shape to it, but it's about to just get imploded by like 17 merger blobs.
So might be our theme where we start pointing. We get to Union and start going toward north.
What's north?
You know, it ends in ha.
Haha?
Is it French?
Where's
Yeah.
there,
You know,
there we
there's
go.
there's a building that's being built called the Omade.
Little Kanoko here. Whoa, Garrett. Whoa, what are we talking about here? Actually, wait a second. I forgot that my driver's side window doesn't roll down, so I'm gonna pull in on this side.
Yeah, I just decided to back up like this. I don't know why, but I mean, I can point the storm at it at least, something.
There he is.
I finally found you.
And you can tell, Charlie, I just couldn't help myself.
My shoulder, guys.
I think he was crushed by what you said. He hasn't said a word ever since. There he is, chat.
Submissive. Very French.
Brandon, I thought you loved me.
There he is, guys. Garrett Thompson.
At least they did make some pretty incredible fries. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, at least they did something good. So Charlie said that he thought that you loved him. He feels very betrayed. All right, guys, trying to get the focus locked in here. Yeah, Garrett.
Always love you, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, if we point, if we decide.
Do you see a target?
to go north, we could go.
Now the red man has arrived. We're in trouble now.
Red man. Where'd you come from?
What's up, white people?
You're in my lands there, sir.
Wait, are you chasing the monsoon?
I'm sorry. I don't know why Redman just saying "What's up, white people" just made me die, but I did.
I don't think I've ever said it quite like that before, but it seems like the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm loving it out here in Arizona. I mean, there's been some scattered storms, but it's been really hard to kind of pinpoint where to be. It
looks like our ETA right now is it'd be 2:05, Garrett.
Try to get some photography
So
or lightning or something, but
we may want to start
just been
driving
enjoying it. It's nice
that
and
way
cool, and I love it out
if
here.
we want to do that tonight.
You talking to me?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. Here.
How's it going out there?
Our ETA is 2:06.
Oh,
So
I don't know if we can make it all the way back.
I mean, I could make it all the way back. I don't know if you could make it all the way back.
I don't know if I can.
I could make it all the way
Let
back.
them answer that question because I'm on my way to a funeral.
What route does it take us?
We're to the point of the day where we're trying to decide whether we should start angling toward HOME or continue chasing.
Copy that. Anyone see
What?
anything pretty good today?
I can't hear you.
There's too many things going on at the same time. What?
I turned the radio down.
Okay.
What route does it take?
We actually caught a tornado, like from a distance, but the tornado dropped south of the Missouri River, and we were north of the Missouri River, and there were no roads to follow said tornado. So saw like a cone in the distance, and it's like, yep, there it is, and there it goes.
Well, hey, that's pretty good though for this time of year on a day like today. So congrats. And yeah, hope that goes as well as it can. Traffic with everybody.
I think it takes us back west, actually. Yeah, we take the winds that we can get, especially this time of the year. Whoa, a big CG.
Exactly. Yeah,
want to start going towards
I don't know. It's hard
that
for
way?
I feel kind of bad. You know, I should probably be chasing, but at the same time, it's like such a huge commitment.
Let me look at radar here again. I want to look at this storm that's.
In a lot of cases, the heat's too much overnight now. And
Where's this going?
Sleep in the car. And so there's a lot of things I have to think about before I actually pull the trigger on.
Yeah, it's all kind of going down into the good old Mark Twain National Forest.
Go, it's off and on and can go kind of long duration. That's a little bit different if you want to. But
Hello.
yeah, tornadoes this time of year. I mean, if it's big enough, yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for being out there for the monsoon. I mean, it's not like you're missing anything all that insane right now. So, and also just from a photography perspective, I mean, like today, like there's literally nothing photogenic at all. So, being down there just makes a lot more sense.
yeah, exactly. Like I say, I haven't really accomplished anything though. I got some good landscape photos, some good sunrise, sunset scenes. And, enjoyed nature, got some good reels done, some good videos, horny toads and, streams and wildflowers and things like that. So it's been great. And like I say, it's cool out here. So I love this part of Arizona. I've never been in this section of Arizona. Now I don't really want to leave. So. See, Arizona's not so bad, is it? But unfortunately, when you go down there, there's a.
Oh, guys, Garrett is always trying to convince me to go chase the monsoon in Arizona, and I've never gone down there to do it just because I'm more of a tornado guy. So.
Yeah, we've had thunderstorms here.
Like, I'm sorry, like that's cool. Like photography's cool, monsoons are cool, haboobs are cool. Everybody loves them. But
in between Alpine and Sholo,
I'm not gonna go down there for 2 weeks
days now for like
to chase
a week, I guess.
rain showers
It's awesome,
and
but
dust
yeah, it's not
and
really
lightning.
necessarily
What?
bad monsoon
What are you?
where they get it.
Okay, now you hear me?
It's not
Now you hear me?
rain,
I can kind of hear you.
After you roll your window up, you heard that.
I heard you say shout. I heard you over him and my window up.
You've got a trained ear for any.
3 weeks and take shower.
You've got a trained ear for Arizona slander.
monsoon chase where you
I'll go down there sometime. I just logistically, it doesn't make sense.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't, I mean, you have to enjoy it.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I would enjoy doing it if I wasn't literally pulled 7,000 ways at any given moment, you know? At some point when life hopefully calms down, I'll go down there and do it. Because I do enjoy, I love photography. I love storms. I love being out in nature and all that stuff. I mean, that's cool to me. But I'm just saying, like, right now, I have more pressing matters. So, yeah.
You hurt me.
It's 77 here on now. Well, that's nice.
Oh, man. I think he's getting mad, guys. He's getting angry. Look at him. He's, oh my gosh. Look at this, road rage.
Go look at my dust storm from last year. They get some good stuff down there.
Okay. Cool story, bro. Oh, I better roll this window up before my right side, the right side of my car, the right window stops rolling back up again. So.
I guess there's not a whole lot else we could do anyway. I mean, he's gone, so.
Yeah, I say at this point, Bortis,
Yeah, I just felt bad about it. And Jordan making fun of him didn't make
I
sense
just,
at all either.
yeah, I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do. I mean, this is a glorified rain shower, so, you know. If I could do anything, I'd try to teleport south after that supercell down by, what is that called, Patasi? That looks like a pretty good supercell. Nice mezzo down there. Let me animate this here again. I just want to see how this is progressing. There's a chance, maybe this cluster does something. But then there's probably not a chance because you have an MCS that's coming in and it's about to just destroy everything. I think it may be cooked. Guys, this may be cooked. I'm not sure, but it may be.
Freddy, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but the lapse rates in the cluster you are at are currently at 5 degrees.
Oh, that's fun. That's fantastic. Oh, Chad, it might be time to put the fries in the bag. Might be time to bag them. Might be time to bag them. Why did the tornado cross the road? Give up? It's a mystery, and that's why. So are tornadoes. Well, you got that right. You got that right. You got that right there, what? Wow. The lapse rates are not rating very well right now. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer, Chad. Oh my gosh, I just realized that window was partially rolled down. That's not good. No! There's just a waterfall in the car.
Guys, this means he's going to give it 5 minutes.
Hey, I may only give it 5 more minutes, but I am going to give it 5 more minutes just in case. Better safe than sorry, you know? Hey, listen here, Charlie. We drove all the way down here, 6 hours. Our ETA back home is already effectively chopped. We're probably going to have to get a hotel tonight anyway, so, because Garrett does not want to push to go back home. So we might as well just split and get a hotel. And if that's the point, or if that's the situation, we might as well stay out, just in case something happens, because we're not going back home anyway. So that is my thought process. Also, the storm that we're on actually looks a little bit better on this
Remember that
latest
one
radar.
time we drove all the
So-
way down there, then turned around?
Well, here's the difference, Charlie. Is we're already chasing storms. That time, there were no storms to be chased, so we're already doing well, way better than we did that time. So we actually got a tornado today too. And even though the lapse rates may suck, our supercells to the south are doing stuff. There's a tornado warning now on one of those storms way down to the south, and the one that is to our southeast has a pretty nice mesocyclone. So I'm just saying. I'm not going to say it's done yet. There's probably a 75% chance it's done, but if there's a 25% chance that something could still happen, I mean, you might as well keep chasing. You're all the way down. The 5-minute funds. There you go. Okay, so does that like add on another 5 minutes to the stream? Does it make it 10 minutes?
For every $5 super chat, we're adding 5 more minutes to the stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say for every dollar donated, that's adding an addition. I'm not agreeing to that, just for the record. So guys, please don't send a $100 super chat and expect that we're gonna go live for 100 more minutes. That's not gonna be the case. But at some point, maybe we'll do like a subathon, you know, or maybe not. I don't know if I'd really want to do that.
Next season, we're gonna go live for 3 months straight.
There you go. We can go live from March all the way through May. Non-stop, take you guys into the hotel, take you guys to the Storm Society HQ, sleep stream. You guys are going to be along for the ride. Okay, I have thought about doing 24-hour streams, though. Like maybe during a hurricane where you just stream the entire thing. So maybe at some point we'll actually try that. Just once, just to say that we did it. It's probably gonna suck, but it would just be cool to say you did it at least once. You know? All right, 2 more minutes, okay. Yes, thanks, Jess. Chad with the super chat. When the storms are chalked, there's always Troy Boy jokes. Yes, there you go. Troy Boy always brings the jokes in the chat. And Chad always brings the support, so thank you for the super chat, Chad.
Super set ourselves. And yeah, I can.
The shape on the storm to our south has improved over the last several minutes. It is starting to regain its beam shape. Velocities are still definitely lagging behind, but there's a chance this thing could still ramp up. How's Andrew doing? Did he ever get a membership? I don't think he ever did, no. No, I don't think he did. Well, I think he became a member, but he never got a gifted membership. But he's doing good. Andrew's doing good. We actually had a good conversation yesterday. We sat down and we're working on the Enderlin video for a few hours, so. Enderlin has very quickly turned into the most difficult video that I've ever created in my entire life. It's not even close. Holly would definitely be, I should say Holly was probably close I kind of forgot that Holly existed, to be honest. Holly aside, this is probably the most difficult video that I've ever had to put together. So, it's just a very complex story with multiple angles, multiple stories running at the exact same time, and just it's very crazy. And there's also a lack of footage because we just apparently Eli and I just forgot how to be YouTubers that night and just didn't film enough. So like that's been a unique challenge that I've had to work through in the editing process. And then they're nighttime tornadoes, so they're hard to see. There's not a lot of visuals, so it's been challenging, but it's starting to get where I want it to be. So, and I told myself I'm not going to post that video until the video is where I want it to be. And if that takes 6 months, it takes 6 months. You know, if that takes a month, it takes a month. In this case, it's taken a long time. It's taken 6 months to get the video to exactly where I want.
There was a time where we thought that video would be done by the end of May.
Yeah, that was supposed to be our May video, and then our May video turned into our, you know, our June video, which turned into our July video, which, well, we have, what, about 4 hours left of July, so it's very quickly now becoming our August video, but trust me, guys, it's going to be well worth the wait. It's going to be well worth the wait. It's like 25 to 30 minutes long right now, so it's... And honestly, I could make it a lot longer if I really wanted to.
It is a long video, so I think that counts for 2 for 1.
But it's definitely a video like I haven't posted in a while. I mean, it's a very, very unique story. So, a very, very unique video. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit, and also maybe a bit shocking too, to some degree. Shocking and sad. So. But those are the only spoilers that I'll give you guys. So it's one of those videos where you may want to bring your tissue box along with it, just because it's sad. Because it's sad, guys. And Charlie, I may be just baiting us into driving further east. That could be possible. This may be a elaborate plan to extend the stream by an additional 20 minutes. So I think that... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really liking the way this thing's looking right now. I don't really like the way the storm's looking. The only time I think there could be a chance it does something, maybe once that cluster to the west meets up with it. But I mean, that's the only theory I could possibly have. I just right now it's looking pretty bad.
Chat, what do you guys think? thinking of right now?
That's a very open-ended question.
Chat, I want to know what's in your brain.
Oh, man. Wow. You want a longer stream? Okay. We could go longer. Maybe this will be our 24-hour stream.
Chat, we're gonna play Minecraft.
Oh, man. Gonna pull in here real quick, guys, and just reevaluate the situation again. Just do a quick reevaluation. Quick reevaluation of everything that's going on and their thoughts, feelings, and emotions here to decide if it is worth continuing the pursuit tonight. And taking one good solid glance at radar would tell me that it is no longer worth pursuing whatever mess this has become, guys. This is looking like a certified slop factory here southwest of St. Louis, Missouri. You got a few supercells trying to go. Your best bet of tornadoes is going to be all the way back down here where you got this tornado warning and that severe warning. You also got the sellout by Centerville. And you have this one that's just to the south of Potosi. So these are your best bet for tornadoes. But for us being all the way up here, we're not in a very good position to reach those storms. And then with our lapse rates progressively getting worse, in all likelihood, we will not make it down there in time, and it'll certainly be dark by the time we make it down there, and it'll be in the forest. So a lot of negative factors trying to go after those storms right now. So the other option that we have here, we do the old switcheroo. We turn around and we start driving back onward towards home. And I think that's probably going to be our smartest decision here at the moment, just looking at the way stuff is trending. So, yes, I think our tornado threat, what is it? It's Potosi? How the heck is that Potosi? That's an I. Potosi? Okay, chat, say it with me. It's Potosi. Potosi. That is the name of the town down here. So, Potosi. So, Yeah, I think our chase here is pretty much done, guys. I think we'll probably just go ahead and wrap the old stream up here in a minute or two. Just gonna go ahead and wind down here the stream for the night, but yeah, I just want to appreciate everybody for tuning in and hanging with me during my break. I know I took a few days off there. There were a few chases that we ended up not going after, like yesterday in Nebraska. There were some storms out there, and then there was a day that I believe Garrett went up to North Dakota.
Are you, the
Minnesota,
camera and the microphone are wildly out of sync.
They really? Here. Let's do this.
Chat, did you guys see that too? It would take a second before his words would start coming through. I just want to make sure that you all can hear him clearly. All right, he's back.
Which is my lips. So hopefully it's synced up now. So we'll see. But anyway, appreciate you guys as always for just sticking with us, and everybody just tuned in immediately. As soon as we went live, all you guys showed up in the chat, which was incredible. I mean, I think we had like 1,000 people watching in like the first like 2 minutes or something. Insane. Like, you guys are absolutely nuts. So huge shout out to you guys. Could not do this without you. Gonna be sporadically chasing over the next couple of months, just because I do got a number of videos that do need to be posted. So I'm gonna try to play it by ear and pick and choose like what the good days are gonna be to go out and chase, and what the days that maybe aren't so great to chase. Monday, I do think could be a chase day up in northern Minnesota. So everybody keep an eye out for Monday. And Leslie, thank you for the super chat. Heck, you passed my exit in that crazy construction east of KC. I know. They got to fix 70, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing along 70 there, but they gotta figure it out. But thank you for the super chat there, Leslie. We'll wave at you as we go by. But yeah, we'll see. I think Monday could be a chase day, and then after that, it's hard to say. There may be a few other days that are worth chasing after that. But we're going to be kind of on that slow decline. Winter's coming, guys. I know you guys probably don't want to hear it, but winter is indeed on its way. So, before you know it, we're not even going to be able to chase at all. It's going to be cold. It's going to be very, very cold outside, and there's going to be not a lot of storms. So we got to take advantage of the opportunities while we have them. So, it's that's why I'm blessed to be able to be out here chasing the day, able to see a tornado in Missouri, even though we weren't able to get close to it. Any day that you're able to get out here and chase and see a tornado, even if it's far away, is a good day. So, it was a fun chase. But I'm going to get back home, start working back on Enderlin. I want to get that video done. It's close to being done. It's really, really close. So I do want to make sure that video is done right before it's posted, because it's a very, it's a very delicate story. It's one of those that you could easily screw up. So I want to make sure it's presented correctly and told the right way, because there's some sensitive stuff in there, and I just want to do it justice. It's a crazy story, so I want to make sure that it's a good video. And I always try to do a better job in every video that I do. I always like to one up myself. I don't always do it, clearly, but that's always my goal, is to do better on the next video, and that is very much the case here with the Enderlin video. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for the night. So I just want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. So I got 2.4 thousand of you guys in here watching, so you guys are absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much, as always. And we'll see if we end up chasing Monday. I'll keep you guys posted. Members, you guys will, of course, get your updates and whatnot, and we'll just have to see what Mother Nature gives us. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to sign off for the night. Take care, everybody. Mod Squad, thank you guys so much, as always. You guys are incredible. And just huge shout out to everybody for all the super chats, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. I mean, again, could not do this without you guys. So anyway, with that being said, Charlie, can you set up the stream to raid? I guess we could raid Garrett, probably, or maybe my dad. Maybe raid my dad, Charlie, if he's still alive. If my dad's not live, then you could raid Garrett. So we'll do it in that order. But anyway, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you guys on the next stream. So take care, guys. Give everybody a second to get everything situated here.